to chat with Rock Paper Copy. You are from Flow Digital, and my name is Maggie, and I would love to ask you a few quick questions. So the first question, how did you get to work with Sage and Peter Jones?
So it's quite a funny story, really, because it was all because I won a competition and so much came out of it. So last year, it was towards the end of summer, I think, there was an advert on telly, which was by Sage, and it had Peter Jones in it saying that you could win half a day's mentoring with him by entering a competition. So I thought I'd give it a go. It was free to enter. I had nothing to lose. So I just entered, and to be honest, I completely forgot about it. Didn't really think anything would ever come of it until one day I got a call from Stephen Kelly, the CEO of Sage, and he said that I'd won the competition as being the director of Float Digital, and Float Digital had been awarded the UK's most ambitious business.
Wow. Oops. Hello?
So, yeah, scheduled in the meeting with him.
Okay, I see. I'm not sure. Did you lose the connection? I lost the connection for a few seconds, but it's okay. That's fine. I think we captured the majority of the information. So thank you very much for that. And did you say the half day of mentoring with Peter Jones? And did he did the information that you gathered from this mentoring, did it help you to form your growth strategy plan, your business plan?
Yeah, it really helped. To be honest, when I went into the meeting, I didn't really know what to expect. And I thought that we'd get a couple of nuggets of really good information from it. But we ended up making a whole plan for 2019, which was really, really good. And we started off with a 100-day plan on how we would grow the business and get more sales. So that was really great because it changed completely how we looked at the business.
Okay, I see. So what changed? What changed in terms of your growth or plan?
So previously, we didn't have a sales plan in place at all. We didn't ever do any sales. All of our growth had come through recommendations, word of mouth, things like that. So we started to have more of a structure on how we would approach our sales and marketing, which is quite ironic considering I used to work in sales and marketing. But having a bit more of a structure there. So yeah, it was really interesting to get his insight because he's worked on similar companies in the past. So to learn more about the experience he's had with that and what routes did work and what didn't.
Okay, I see. That's fantastic. Okay, and the next question: when you achieve your goal, what keeps you motivated? What keeps you motivated to keep striving for more?
I guess initially when I started Flow Digital, I didn't really know where things were going to go. At the time, I just wanted to go freelance, see what happened, and do what I enjoy doing. And then things started to grow, going really well. And as the business grew, so did my ambition. So then I wanted to get bigger clients and I wanted to go after more complex projects and things like that. So I guess as the business grows, new exciting things are always on the horizon, so it's always chasing after that next big thing.
Okay, that's fantastic. And also, I know that you have worked a number of years with 3 White Hats as the SEO expert. And could you tell me if working there and seeing how the company grows gave you the idea of how much you would grow? I mean, you mentioned it in your previous answer, so I suppose I already know the answer to this question. But did working there give you a template for your growth, for your current growth rate?
I guess all the previous agencies that I worked in, including 3 White Hats, it helped me understand how agencies work in particular ways. I had a couple of different positions as well whilst I was working at 3 White Hats, as well as a couple of web development agencies and other SEO and PPC agencies. So I guess whilst I was there, I started to understand basically what needed to be done in order to grow a successful business. But I think it also helps that I went to a lot of startup business projects where they had initiatives for people that are at that startup stage, and they helped you with workshops, and they're EU funded. So we had them down in Cornwall, and I worked with a company called Unlocking Potential and the Growth Hub. So they were really helpful at those beginning stages. I also have a degree in business and marketing, and I did specialist subjects in consumer psychology and neuroscience as well. So I think all of those little bits all feed together. So agency experience, going to university, and piecing together those specialist kind of workshops that were available really helped to get a vision of what I needed to do.
Okay, I see. And also a question that wasn't really included in the list, but it's just a short question. What hours do you work? So from what time in the morning until what time in the afternoon or evening?
Well, I try and keep it as normal and regular as I can, so 9 till 5 or 9 till 6. But usually if there's something that needs to be done, I can end up getting up a lot earlier or sometimes working later. It's just part of running your own business, I suppose. But I do try and keep those barriers to kind of keep my work-life balance in check. Yeah. But for example, on Friday, we did a training workshop, which was I think it was about 200 miles away. And we didn't kind of anticipate just how far it was away and how early we had to get there. So we ended up leaving at 4 in the morning and not getting home till 9 in the evening. So you have days like that as well, where you kind of can't avoid it. Or I went to London and back the other day, all in one day. So that was a long day as well. So you have, long days, but equally, I try and keep that balance as much as I can.
That's always a challenge, isn't it, when you're self-employed, to have this kind of balance?
Yeah.
Work-life balance, yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, when it comes to the 5-year or 10-year plan, have you got them in place? And how do you incorporate those those long-term plans into your daily routine or your daily tasks?
So we don't have 5-year or 10-year plans. And the reason for that is because we did initially, but then we smashed a 5-year plan in less than 12 months. So then we started thinking that actually maybe we're limiting ourselves by putting financial goals out there that are so long. So, a lot can happen in 10 years. So it's really difficult to see where we're going to be. Last year, we had no idea that we were going to win the Peter Jones competition with Sage. And since we've been shortlisted for coming on to about 20 awards now, and everything's really rolling in and going really, really well. And I think we never anticipated that happening. So that's really pushed us forward way ahead of our timeline that we kind of did have in our minds. So instead, we kind of work on 100-day plans. And sometimes yearly plans as well. It makes things easier financially to kind of work those figures out. But then we get more of an idea of where we're going to be, make more realistic goals, and then we can kind of work our plan back from there.
Okay. Now I have to ask you, how did you manage to realize 5-year plan in 12 months? How did you do that?
To be honest, it was just hard graft, just putting the hours in, working really hard, and just taking some risks, I think. So there was times that I didn't know if we were ready for certain projects, not because of our ability, but just whether we would be able to win those kind of clients, and whether expanding was the best thing to do. But then, we just went for the plunge, did it, and I'm really glad we did because everything's been going really well since.
Congratulations, really fantastic.
Thank you.
Now, when it comes to that's the last question. When it comes to morning rituals or daily routine or any kind of routines that keep your mindset in the right place. So this is something that I work on quite seriously right now. Is it important for you? Do you place a lot of attention on your mindset and on your some kind of daily rituals that, I suppose what I'm trying to ask is the mindset the right mindset? Do you pay a lot of attention to keeping your right mindset during the
Yeah.
day? Yes.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. That's fine. So I wouldn't say there's any particular rituals that we do,
Mm-hmm.
but I guess over the past 3 years, there's been certain things that I found has really helped, and certain things I couldn't live without. So we use a project management tool called Asana. And without using that, I think I wouldn't know where I'm going or what I'm doing. And I guess going back to talking about the 5-year and 10-year plan, I guess there's certain things within my Asana which kind of would not be within my 100-day plan or my yearly plan, but they're just kind of pinned in there. So, I guess there is focuses in there as well that are just a little bit of everything, but it's an organized chaos. So, I guess logging into Asana every morning, and knowing exactly what the plan is for that day and that week. And I actually do that at the end of the day as well to kind of see how things went that day and what was achieved and what wasn't achieved, and then how to reshuffle everything. So I think our calendars are to the second, we know exactly what we're doing to best optimize our time.
Nicely done.
Yeah, so we like to stay very organized.
Okay.
But in terms of rituals, anything else, I think we enjoy what we do. So we start working, and then, I think we all just crack on and then reconvene, have a chat, see how everything's going, everyone's happy, and yeah, it's great.
How many people is in your team right now?
We're just a small team of 3 at the moment. And so that's 3 of us that are always working on Float. And we work with a team of trusted contractors. So that includes copywriters, SEO execs, things like that. But we work with them on a project-to-project basis. So that's always transparent as well. When we speak to our clients, we always introduce them if anybody else is working on the campaign. But it just enables us to have that flexibility as we're growing right now. So that's really good. And we work with some other agencies as well to support us with our own marketing and things like that when we don't have time to do it. So it's quite nice knowing that we don't have to worry about our own PR or anything, because we're so busy with our clients that we can often forget about actually our own startup business.
Okay, I see. And going back to the Asana that you mentioned, and I'll have to say this is obviously not a promotional tool or anything like that we're going to include, no?
Yeah, no, absolutely not. It's just a tool that we use, and I trialed quite a lot of different ones, so there is quite a few out there. But I just found Asana really works for us, and it's nice and easy to use.
Okay, so this is something that just keeps you checking your daily tasks and checking your weekly tasks and basically unchecking the ones that you have done or the ones that you plan to do that day.
Exactly that. So I like to call it a to-do list on steroids. So there is a to-do list, and then you can put that within a card and then within another project. So we have lots of different projects within Float. So then we'd just have, say, our marketing, that would be one, sales would be another, and then we've got different to-do lists within that. You can add more information, you can add other team members, you can put attachments on there, all those kinds of things. So yeah, it's really helpful.
Okay, that's perfect. Is there anything you would like to mention that you think it's important during your day or during your week that keeps you motivated that we haven't spoke about already?
I think if I'm ever feeling demotivated, I tend to just get up and go for a wander. So go walk along the beachfront or into town, just get out a little bit because it's quite difficult being in the office all the time. And what I do, so SEO and Google Ads, they're not overly creative when you first think of it. You don't think, well, you're not doing anything artistic, but actually there's quite a creative side to it. And so you need to be in that zone to be able to perform well, especially when you're writing and you're doing ad copy and things like that. So I think it's important to get out, change the scenery a little bit and get a refresh. So that helps too.
Absolutely. I noticed that the exercise or the walk, going out for the fresh air definitely does help, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah,
Because
absolutely.
when you work indoors, it's only the maximum hours that you can do without
Yeah.
without doing something outside.
Exactly. Sometimes I feel like I just couldn't work any longer, and I might have only sat down for a couple of hours, but I think it's just that going out, maybe grabbing a coffee or something, and then sitting back down at the computer, and suddenly you feel way more productive and inspired, making sure that you're in that right headspace, I guess.
Fantastic, Sam. Thank you so much for your time. And I know that you are getting married this year, so congratulations.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's a very busy year for us. So we're rolling out this new plan that we've been working on, which we worked with Peter Jones on last year. And January was the time that we thought was going to be perfect for us to roll out all our new recommendations. It's all going to be ready by then. But then, of course, we're getting married in a few months. And my partner, he deals with our PPC at the agency. So it's both a very busy month for us as we get everything ready and carry on rolling out the business plan.
Fantastic. So, which month are you getting married?
In April.
In April. Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your time.
No, thank you for calling. It's great to catch up.
It's been a pleasure, and I will definitely follow your progress, and I wish you all the best for this year and for the next years as well.
Thank you. And you. Good luck.
Thank you so much, Sam. Nice speaking to you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.